a very exciting momentum around entrepreneurship in the region these days. I think we're at a turning point.
Google for Entrepreneurs scours the planet looking for like-minded organizations that exist to serve the needs of startups and entrepreneurs and help them get access to mentorship, support, and all of the help they need to build successful businesses.
At the core, we're all about making it happen. So we search for people who are really serious about making their own ventures happen and then facilitate that in every way we can.
The physical environment is actually probably the best I've seen in Dubai.
The facilities are cutting edge.
You've got a meeting room that is fully equipped with the latest technologies.
The device tab is really important because we can test it on many devices, screen size, model, brand.
I like the relaxation room, which I visit every day, minimum 3 times.
It's sort of thinking of it a one-stop shop for anything that's startup.
You can spend 10 to 12 hours a day here and not feel like you really want to go home and get away from work.
The space itself is designed in more energetic areas and more in the coding cave, quieter areas for developers. A few other things that come as software on top of this hardware element, which is the events, the networking, and the mentors that we bring every week to the space.
I think the unique thing of AstroLabs, and one thing that I really kind of liked about it, was mentorship being a key part of it. One thing I think they've done well is to kind of institutionalize it or formalize it and make it very accessible to all the different startups that pass through their doors.
A very nice collaboration between startups. You have a nice backbone to lean on. You have mentors that you can reach out to anytime, anywhere.
The best part of it is a remarkable community. We all work with each other. We all bounce ideas off each other. We're all facing the same problems, but at different stages.
Whether one person has a problem and they just shout it out, there'll be about 10 hands going up saying, oh, this is how you sort this one out.
Everyone is very open. They want to share, they want to help. If I have a question, I don't even have to Google. I go ask them because they are sitting there.
Everybody's friendly, everybody's energetic, everybody's for startups. So we all have a lot of energy, we all have a lot of fun, and we're definitely all just a family here at AstroLabs.
They have a very good onboarding process. They look at these companies and entrepreneurs that come to them, and they only choose really the ones that are going to work. So it just makes our lives a lot easier. We can see these companies that DMCC really wants to attract.
We have about 22 tech hub partners around the planet. These are the physical spaces which are homes for founders to build, create, grow, network, and access support so that they can build companies that will change the world.
Basically, any entrepreneur who is part of the AstroLab community can show up in any of the Google for Entrepreneurs tech hubs around the globe and get inspired with fresh ideas and success cases from other markets and spark new connections with fellow successful entrepreneurs. Google was born in a garage as a startup, so entrepreneurship is in our DNA. And working with AstroLabs will allow us together to help create the next wave of entrepreneurs in the region.
And we're delighted to be partnering with the AstroLabs space in Dubai and are very excited to see it come to life.
All right. Well, assalamu alaikum. We just wanted to start with that to give you a visual sense of what we've been doing. I'd like to take the next 10 minutes or so to tell you a little bit about our journey, about building out AstroLabs, about importantly what it says about the entrepreneurial ecosystem that's really developing in this region, what our experience has been with it, and what we see going forward in terms of the future. So I'll start by just saying that when my partner Lewis and I set out to be one of the hands kind of to make an impact here, we decided to leave our roles at Nemshi to found a platform called AstroLabs in order to be one of the hands to make a tangible impact in the entrepreneurship scene in the MENA region. So we wanted to address two major gaps that we felt were core. One was on the talent side. So we felt that the skills and talent development was a missing element to be able to help this ecosystem flourish and thrive. And the second was actually on building the communities and actually building the infrastructure to be able to support the best companies to be successful. So we started by developing AstroLabs Academy. which was almost 3 years ago now. What we did was we took some of our personal experience from being founders of a technology company here in the region, scaling it up, and also just the experience of others that we've interacted with to see what some of the big gaps in learning. And we crafted a curriculum. That was our starting point. And over the course of the first 2 years of AstroLabs Academy, we had the opportunity to train over 250 startups, from Cairo to Qatar, Jordan to Jeddah, Bahrain to Dubai. We were all over the region, interacting with some of the brightest minds in the tech startup space and getting a sense of what their challenges were and trying to do our part in helping them develop their ideas. The style of AstroLabs Academy is very much one based on an authenticity, so on first-hand experience, and importantly on practicality. So we're all about what can you take from this training and just apply immediately to be able to grow your company. So that's kind of what distinguishes a typical AstroLabs Academy course. We learned and spread these programs across the region, and now we have dozens of different courses that we run both here at the Tech Hub in Dubai and around the region for both entrepreneurs and large corporates, anybody that's trying to build their skills up in the digital business arena. And so we work with top instructors and we deploy courses and full curricula to incubators and different companies and individuals to help them reach those goals. So that was kind of like the first pillar, if you will, of what we were building, which is this the training and the learning behind it. The second big gap that we felt was present, it was in building actually the community. So on the community side, before a single wall was put up or anything happened in terms of building AstroLabs physically, we set out on an undertaking to solve some of the big infrastructure and setup problems that you hear lots of entrepreneurs complaining about, right, in our region, whether it's red tape, the bureaucracy, the costs, the challenges, all these types of things which make it really difficult to start up a new company, especially for a budding entrepreneur. So what we did was we actually, before any of this, we spent an entire year working on building a partnership with a free zone called the DMCC here. It's actually the largest free zone in the UAE, but they're called the Dubai Multi-Commodities Center. So not where you might expect a tech hub to be based, right? But what we did is in reaching out to everybody, we found that they had the fire under them and the hustle and really the will to be able to do something to solve some of the real problems that entrepreneurs are facing. So I want to tell you about some of the things with tashilat and some of the things that we've done to be able to enable entrepreneurship here, just so you have a sense when you hear people talking about complaints and about all the red tape, there's another side to the story as well. What we've done, we're actually, AstroLabs is kind of unique in that we're the only private company that has this type of a partnership with the government here. Other spaces are either government run or they're private but without this licensing element to them. So what we've done is we've enabled all the companies that get accepted into AstroLabs to get licensed in a subsidized way. So they get their licenses for free and just need to pay a monthly membership fee. Based on that, they can sponsor their own residencies here, and they can establish a bank account and get running. All of this within about a month. What we've done as well is we've eliminated capital requirements. So as an entrepreneur, you don't need to show capital in the bank account to be able to open up your company. We've eliminated the office requirement. So normally you need to put on a license a physical four-walled office that attaches to and that's another cost. So now you can have your address at AstroLabs along with all the other companies. And finally, we fast-tracked these applications. So they go through a special point of contact within the DMCC that that handles multinationals. So they get high-touch support. They're taken through, usually within 2 to 3 weeks, they get a license and they're running. A lot of this was super difficult. So there's like a 100-page contract between us and the free zone that kind of dictates this. And it was really difficult to set up. But it's also a testament to what can be done if you push hard enough. A lot of people said that was impossible to be able to do all these things. And now, Since, so that was kind of the infrastructure and the setup side of things. Very importantly, again, more importantly than the setup and the infrastructure in terms of the space itself, is the community. Because really, a beautiful space is a commodity, right? Anybody can build a beautiful location. But what really differentiates a commodity desk rental from a thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem is the people. And so we take a lot of care in selecting fantastic entrepreneurs to be part of this community. And since soft launching in April of 2015, and now we had our official launch in late October, we've had some amazing feedback, and that shows really the strength of this growing entrepreneurial market here. And I want to just highlight on a few dimensions what we've been seeing, just so you get a sense of what's happening right here, actually just 10 minutes away in Jumeirah Lakes Towers, where we're based. On three dimensions: volume, quality, and diversity. Okay. On the volume side, we've had, since our soft launch in April, over 300 companies have applied from around the world. We're currently, and that's mostly kind of in the later part of it. So we're currently getting a flow of a company applying every 2 days from all over the place. About half of the new companies that are applying are referrals from existing companies. So we're getting a great engine that's starting to run. That's on the volume side. On the quality side, we're accepting about 20% of the inbound. Right? So we take them through a rigorous application, interview, sometimes 2-stage interview process, and we don't take any equity. We're just a co-working space where they pay a monthly fee. And that's a different mindset as well. So instead of just trying to fill the space up and kind of make money off of the real estate, we're taking a long-term view, which is that you need to build a quality community at the core. We put a investor hat on whenever we make these decisions. So we're looking for companies that are investable and they're scalable. And we're looking for people who make things happen. That's one of the things that we we always talk about, which is like, make it happen, do it, And it's really hard to determine off of a PowerPoint presentation who's going to go do something versus somebody who's going to stay living بعالم الأحلام والأفكار, all this type of stuff, right? So what we do, we found one very simple filter, which is, what have you done? And so we filter for people who have actually taken a step, either have a prototype or are fully launched. Actually, most of our companies have a live product, and that helps us filter for amazing people. And then on the diversity side, we're very proud to say that 35% of our members are women, which I challenge you to go to like Silicon Valley or go anywhere in the world and find those kinds of numbers for founders of technology companies, right? And that's really fantastic. And our founders hail from over 30 countries, and over 20 verticals are represented in the 60 companies that we have so far. So a lot of different. Just to wrap up, give you a few examples. I'll just go through quickly, just so you get a sense of the types of companies that are being built here. Again, right here, 10 minutes away, which I invite all of you to come visit. Inspire rolls out entertainment systems for new hotels in the cloud, and they have a partnership with Jumeirah to help do this globally, and they're based here. Democrats does insurance for low-income people through carrier billing with mobile service providers, so that they can offer insurance products to folks who are low income. We have Callout, which is an online live debating platform. Monami, which is an innovative remittances company, which helps you pay direct into school fees in India or elsewhere. Nuntio is a second screen technology company that's built out proprietary patented technology. Aircrew Club brings together air crews from around the world, and in a social network and getting deals and all this, co-founded by a pilot from Etihad. So we have a variety of different types of companies with really innovative things that are happening right here. And that shows you about the traction and the interesting movement that's happening here. So in conclusion, I encourage all of you to come out and visit us. and see the energy of what's being built. We're just at the beginning of the road. We, going forward, are looking to expand this particular tech hub into another facility here in Dubai, and hopefully the Saudiya would be our next goal if we can make that happen. We're looking to expand our team here, so if you have any recommendations as well, we're looking for really strong people, and then continue to roll out our training across the region to make an impact on the people development side of things. So thank you for your time, and I really hope to see all of you engaging also either through mentoring or coming by and just getting a sense to see it's really happening now, and in a way that we didn't see with starting Nemshi in 2011. There were a handful of these companies. Now the flow is amazing, and people are choosing to come to the region from all over the world to start their companies, and they have a belief in the power of this region and as this place as a base to be able to build global companies. And it's something that's just started to really take off in a big way in this last year. So I encourage all of you to come and check it out in person. Thank you.